session with one of the startups that's here at the Silicon Valley to understand her model and see what is the plan that she's laying down, so that we can try to help and see in which areas of she needs help in growing or in product development or technology.
Create a website. It is over.com, and you will be able to see how the opinion leaders or these influencers are making opinions in different parts of the world. Here you have a scale of positive or negative sentiment of the opinion, and you will have here different issues. It could be politics, economics, fashion, and you're going to see later, but the way to gather this information is really easy because topics are the same. So you could like go to the issue you wanna know about, and there are gonna be some kind of filters, like region, for example, which country you're going to analyze, some demographic data about the person, about the influential people or the opinion leaders, or if you just want to know who is making opinion. I don't know, people around 20 to 30 years old, or male or female, that kind of things.
So we were talking to Carol, reviewing her business plan and kind of giving some feedback. Her project is great. She needs some really good developers, but the challenge is such that it should be easy to find some people that are into natural language processing and big data. So we get together and have a focus group, and we try to give as much feedback as possible to help each entrepreneur drive their company in the right direction. We give them coaching, introductions, and spend a lot of time. It's a focus group, so it's just about what they're working on, and she'll have maybe 5, 6 people around the table that have experience in that area, or contacts, or have seen something similar and can offer really valuable, relevant advice.
A good pitch, it's still a little far away from the necessary type of pitch that she needs to present here in the Silicon Valley, but she's getting there, and the most important thing is that she has the right idea. She has a lot of experience in the field, and so it's just a question of adjusting what she's doing.
We are here at Silicon House, and we heard about gamification.
Explanation on how to engage your customer, what they would like, what they expect. It was really, really inspiring.
Well, the house is amazing. I mean, being able to come from another country, have a place to stay, and be linked into all these other entrepreneurs and advisors, what more could you really ask for?
So I'm actually out here at Silicon House in Mountain View and had the opportunity to talk about what gamification is, what it isn't, and talk a little bit about how some massive organizations and some amazing startups have been able to utilize these techniques and the behavioral science behind what motivates us to make impacts in how they engage employees, in how they interact with their own customers, or how they draw from interest and affinity motivation towards usage of their products or services.
I think gamification is going to change the world because it's really integrating. We always had these two different domains, right? When we are having fun and when we are doing something productive. I think gamification is really uniting those two domains and making them one. And I think that's how we are gonna, do better things and be happier.
It's actually pretty amazing. I've had the opportunity over the course of the last 6 months or so to have a bunch of folks come through. I've seen some amazing, very innovative companies, not just from Brazil, but from around the globe. I've seen some super cool startups with some fantastic ideas about how they're going to transform the world. And I've also had the opportunity to talk to some massive organizations, folks like Sabrai and Natura, and some huge multi-billion-dollar companies that are very, very impactful in Brazil and Latin America, but that we really don't get a lot of exposure to here in the United States.
So I'm just thinking about I need to learn what opinion leaders think and how they behavior, so I could gain more clients for my company.
Whether it's changing the way people learn or the way people interact, there's such a big difference between what people do and what they say. And having the opportunity to step into that process and really understand what those end users are doing within the context of that community or learning environment or experience, and then from there being able to then not only understand but then articulate back to them what's of greatest value to you in terms of some of those actions or behaviors that they could perform. I think it's a massive change in how we think about demographics and interaction, and ultimately how we drive engagement.
And I wrote a book about the Facebook house, about Mark Zuckerberg, Dustin Halowitz, and Sean Parker in the early day. When they moved into my house, they only have 200,000 members in September 2004. But that house is sort of a blessed place. That was the monk who came and blessed the place, said, whoever comes to live in this house is going to be world famous and world rich, one of the richest men, because the house really sent a good karma. So he moved in September. By November, his membership grew from 200,000 to 1 million. And then from then on, they grew exponentially. By time in March, they have 5 million members. And they have like 20 people. The house is only 4,000 square foot, so they have to move out because there's no more room to expand. I found him very intelligent, very idealistic, and to me, at that time anyway, money doesn't mean a lot of things to him, because I saw him about 6 months after he moved out one day in a restaurant, in a Japanese restaurant. He likes sushi. So he came and told me that Yahoo offered him 1 billion. And I said, 1 billion? That's too many zeros. He said, I'm not selling because I'm not doing this for money. So he turned down $1 million. At that time, he's only 22 years old. So I'm impressed with Mark Zuckerberg because he's idealist, but I also impressed with Sean Parker. To me, Sean was a financial person, and that's my impression, that if Mark did not have Sean, he may have gone back to Harvard, because Sean is the one who's pulling all the funding. Sean is familiar with Silicon Valley. Sean knows all whose money, and he's the one who find the angel investor who gave Mark his first $500,000. Because when Mark moved into my house, he drove a jalopy, a green Ford SUV that you can hear down the street. And the day that he went to see the angel investor, his car broke down. He's 2 hours late for the meeting. So when he went in there, the angel investor told him, here's $50,000, go buy a car.
What can I do?